Welcome back to the 200 challenge. We have found 246 kilos already, so ahead of the target, really good. This time around, this episode is carbon copy, and we're gonna figure out how we get the carbon fiber roof on top of the car. So for this, I called in a little bit of reinforcement from Stockholm. So we got Anders and Anders here, very capable guys. We're gonna figure out how to get this done. I've not done this before, so it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge in that sense, but I do have a lot of good support. Jon Mertens from DRS Development, he supplied me with the roofs here, and we're gonna figure out how to get this done together. So I got two alternatives for the roofs. I got this one, which is a dual layer carbon fiber one. This is actually also a dual layer carbon fiber one, but they've been put together with two slightly different techniques. So if we turn these around, so both of these is pre-preg resin carbon fiber, meaning that the roll of carbon fiber already has the resin in it. So you will put it down, you will put the two layers down, you'll put it in a vacuum bag, and then you'll put it in the oven after that to make it complete. What has been done with this one here is that there's an extra cross in the middle here to reinforce the roof a little bit, so it feels really stiff, this one. This one here has another technique where the whole inside has a layer of Kevlar. So this one, a little bit different technique than this one here. We already know that these are really super light, but let's quantify how light they are, starting with the Kevlar one. So we are at 2.5 kilos on this one here, and this one weighs in at 2. So this technique here of just having the two layers of carbon fiber and then reinforcing with the cross here, it's a little bit less material, so it is a little bit lighter. I like this one, and one of the reasons is this cross. It fits very well with the cage I have in my car. So this is where we're starting. If you remember one of the old episodes, I cut the old sunroof away, so left with a big hole here. We got the cage in here. Let's have a look at how it would look with the carbon fiber roof on top. It's got a pretty good fit. I'll have to do a little bit of trimming on the sides here to get really a good fit around there. Otherwise, it's a pretty good fit. It's amazing how stiff these are. When you just feel the roof like this, you wouldn't really sense that it's carbon fiber unless you know about it. So it's really good. As you know, all these cars are different. For this particular roof, it has a little bit of a gutter here. And to fit this in the best possible way with my roof, I'm actually going to take this away. So let's mark it up and take it off. Just sanding off the edges just a little bit, getting them smooth. Also trying to get the edge a little bit more knife shaped so that the filler will be a little bit nicer on the edge. We just cut both sides, got a nice fit around this side here. We're gonna actually leave it like this and get into the steel cutting. This was my pre-cut that I did the last time when I took out the sunroof, and we need 2 to 2.5 centimeters of bond here, and that is just about there. So that means all of this needs to go out. So there's a lot of cutting going to be necessary here to get a good fit with this. And what I did now was I just marked where the carbon fiber is going to end. And then I marked up 2.5 centimeters here because I need to gut all of this out. Because there's no purpose in just gluing this much here. It will just be complicated to get it all to seal properly. So we had a lot of fun with these two, and this is what we got out. Now that we've gotten this far, I think it's time to call in a little bit of technical support.
Hey, Jonas.
Hey, Jan. You wanna do a little bit of technical support here?
Show me.
So this is where we're at. Can you see it?
Yeah, that looks perfect. Yes.
Yeah. We're gonna file down the edges here then so that this is smooth. And should we rug up the surface here a little bit as well?
Sand it just like you would apply paint.
Final steps of preparation before it's time to glue the roof on. So we've smoothened out the edges using just a flexi disc like this. So it's all smooth, nice, all around here. We're gonna rug up the surface just a little bit, and then it's almost time to tango. Just about ready to go, test assembly done. Looks like it really clamps down nicely in this method here, just using some boards here. So roof is gonna come off, we're gonna clean the surfaces, apply the glue, and then we go. So we got the 3M product called DP490. We're gonna put it and apply it to the car first, and then we're going to put the roof down and wipe off the surplus. Okay, here goes nothing. Hey, this is a gentle process, as everyone can appreciate. We put it down once and we saw that the glue actually didn't fill up everywhere, so we ended up taking it off. We applied more glue, and in the end we used up all the 50 milliliters that we had in the tube that we bought. After that, put it back on, wiggled it around a little bit to get the glue to really fill out. Then we put the clamps on, and literally borrowing every clamp that my neighborhood has. So the morning after, the glue has been curing now for 16 hours something. That's a little bit more than what I think is needed here, but you know, need to sleep during the night and so on. So we're gonna take all the clamps off and have a look at how that looks. First look at it, it looks like the quantity of glue that we used is just right. It's been sipping out just a little bit, so we used 150 ml tube on this, and we glued 2.5 centimeters. So it looks like the quantity was just perfect. And this is now, you can actually sand this. So it comes off really easy, and you can smoothen out the edges. And we'll have to put a little bit of Bondo on this in the end. Looking in the back, we actually planned for this. So we used this little lip on the roof here to position the roof, with the idea that we're actually going to grind this off now. So end result is here. We've done a little bit of sanding, a little bit here and there, and this is what we got. So front edge looks really good. I think lesson learned is it's good if it's a little bit too long on an edge like this, because it's so easy to sand it off once it's done, and then you get a perfect edge. Over here, it was just a millimeter too short, so we're going to leave a little bit of filler just here. Edge here looks nice. We got the gap here. So this will be very easy to fill up. In the back, we use the technique of really having it too long here on purpose and then sanding it off. And this edge looks almost perfect. It looks like a carbon fiber roof on the inside. And this guy here, it's really stiff. I'm amazed by the amount of strength and stiffness you can get from something so thin. It's only 2 kilos the roof, so well, some of the reinforcement is this cross that they've done in the bottom. Yeah, really happy. So scoring time, let's get it on. So in one of my previous episodes when I took the sunroof out, I budgeted this roof at 4.5 kilos. Now that I know it's actually 2, so I've been saving 2.5 kilos just getting to the actual part. This means that the full conclusion of taking sunroof out and putting one of these roofs is 23 kilos in total, all in all. So that's really good. We also saved a little bit of steel today. So that means that our total saving on this episode is 3 kilos, meaning that we're up at 249 kilos. Not bad. So if you haven't already subscribed, push the button. Your feedback means a lot to me. This time around, we tried out the carbon fiber. Haven't done that before, but I had some really good technical support from Jan Mertens at DRS Development. Thank you very much for that. Anders taking the ride from Stockholm down. Really appreciate that. I wouldn't have managed it without you two. Next time around, we're going to do something else crazy, because I'm going to take this and cut into here, because this needs to go wider. See you then.